The preceding video was taken at the Department of Motor Vehicles in Port St. Lucie as I attempted to renew my driver's license, which I have renewed since it was issued to me 53 years ago. I'm clearly told by the DMV supervisor that it's because of 9/11 and the Patriot Act and Homeland Security that I'm now required to jump through these illegal hoops. As a matter of fact, 9/11 occurred in order to bring in the Patriot Act, destroying the Constitution, followed by the NDAA, which literally makes the U.S. a police state. I'm being denied that renewal until I voluntarily surrender information to them that the Constitution says is protected. Article 4 of the Constitution reads, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized." The Real ID Act is a violation of my Fourth Amendment protection against the unreasonable search and seizure of my protected papers. With access to my social security number and date of birth, my life records are up for auction. My medical records, my credit records, my bank records, my work records, my family history, and everything pertaining to me is being taken by force without a warrant or due process for the perceived crime of not being a citizen, thereby placing me at great risk of that information getting into the hands of an undesirable criminal element. Let me remind you here that the United States government policy regarding illegal aliens who break U.S. law to sneak in across its sovereign borders without the proper paperwork is to leave them alone. Release them into the population if they are arrested for a new crime in the United States. Give them a driver's license, a voter card, welfare, social security, and a free cell phone, while legitimate citizens are being raked over the coals. I was born here 68 years ago, have no criminal record, obeyed all the laws of the land, paid my way while my government does this to me and gives a pass to lawbreakers. The information being demanded includes 1. A U.S. birth certificate or valid passport, original or certified copy of all marriage certificates or court order that shows your name change. 2. One of either a Social Security card, a W-2 form, a paycheck showing a number, or any 1099. 3. 2 of a deed, mortgage, payment booklet, or rental agreement, a Florida vehicle registration or title, a utility bill or hookup work order, or a statement from a person you live with, along with 2 address documents in that person's name. Without surrendering this personal and constitutionally protected information, the very document that a citizen needs to enter a courthouse, board a plane, train, bus, or boat, travel from place to place freely without government harassment, use or obtain a credit card, extract funds from a bank account, rent a car, or do just about any life activity becomes void. The DMV then notifies your insurance company that your license has expired, and the insurance company is required by law to cancel your policy. So even though I have a vehicle with a valid tag and more than necessary insurance, the tag is taken and the insurance canceled, rendering my vehicle useless to me. Even if I had a licensed driver who would drive me around in my vehicle, it would then be illegally on the road, subjecting me to criminal persecution, thereby denying another of my constitutional rights. Article 14, Section 1. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the law. Let me see now. That means the illegal aliens are getting better protection of the law than I am. That's not very equal. The Supreme Court of the United States has ruled that foreigners residing in this country may practice Sharia law, overriding constitutional law and thereby subjecting Americans to a dual government. Totally illegal, but upheld by our activist judiciary. If I wore a burqa and claimed religious freedom in the United States, this government would honor me. But because I'm a Christian, I now have no religious freedom. Make no mistake about it, this is the mark of the beast. My inalienable right, given to me by God, not by man, whose word instructs me that anyone who takes the mark of the beast will be condemned, is being eradicated by forcing me to surrender my religious freedom to the government who desires to totally control me, my movements, my ability to buy, sell, and work in order to find creative ways to imprison me and enslave me because of my religious beliefs. Article 1 of the United States Constitution says, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. With that in mind, the people of Florida are trying to nullify this outrageous act, but our gutless Governor Rick Scott sits around doing nothing to stop the destruction of the rights of the people. You can get more information on this issue at liberty2010.org/Real ID. That means the Floridians Against the Real ID Act. It's Citizens Against the Unconstitutional Federal ID Driver's License Law. If we don't fight for liberty, we will surely lose it. Get involved.